Yeah,
Hello everyone. I welcome you on behalf of NSS unit of the Housing College. We have organized this event to create the awareness among the masses under the umbrella of Pride Month. Today we have Chirag June with us as our chief guest for today's session. He will be guiding and inspiring all of us with his experiences and what he faced throughout his life. So before starting with our event, I would like to give you all a short disclaimer. This live session is solely organized for the purpose of creating awareness among the people regarding LGBTQIA plus community. This event is neither directly nor indirectly linked with any movement, association, or brand. Viewers are requested not to take any comment or remark of the speakers personally. Our motive is to create awareness, not to hurt anyone.
yeah,
Trigger
exactly.
warning. Today's session includes talks on homosexuality, which is considered a sensitive topic in our society. So I would like to invite you, Chirag, to introduce yourself with our audience.
Thank you. So my name is Chirag June, and I am a final year literature student from the Alsing College only. And I create content on my Instagram, and I used to work as a member of Women Development Society as well as the Gender Equality Society, and I think that's it. Thank you.
Okay, so starting with our questions, Chirag, I would like to ask, when you first came out being a queer,
Yeah.
who was the first person whom you told about your identity being a queer?
Actually, I told my friend Shivani. She's a best friend of mine, and she was the first one whom I met in my college. So she was very supportive, lucky me, and I, yeah, and I'm really thankful for the moment. It was an amazing experience for me.
Chirag, can you please share what was the immediate reaction of Shivani when you told her
I
about it?
mean, yeah, it came as a shock to her, but she was very understanding, and she said that she's always here for me, and it doesn't matter where I stand in my life, but my sexuality is the only thing matters is the person, and that should be the thing. Coming
Okay,
out can
okay,
be a
great.
really hard process, but she made it very easy for me, and that was very,
Okay,
very motivating.
she was like good support system for you at that
She
moment, right?
is, she is,
Oh, she is. Okay, great.
yeah.
So moving on, what are some stereotypes that you have come across? Like any personal experience you want to share regarding the stereotypes, myths?
Like talking about stereotypes, there are like thousands of them around us. Every day we face them. I mean, there is such a great like need of sexual education in India. Sex education is so important, and we still don't have it in our curriculum. So I really want to acknowledge this that due to this fact, the people from LGBTQIA face a lot of hurdles in their way, and this is just so disturbing. This can be so disturbing for a lot of people. I mean, for me, yeah, it is on a almost daily basis a hurdle when people are sliding in my DMs and telling me that I am going to hell and calling me with slurs which are very disturbing. They can actually hurt you a lot. And stereotypes, if we come to them, then people don't even know what's the difference between gay and a transgender, which is so disturbing
Absolutely.
that I'm not gonna blame those people, to be honest. I mean, if you want to learn about it, how can they even learn about it if they are not even familiar with the terms, if they are not even familiar with such thing that it exists? Because our parents don't tell us that, our education don't tell us that. So I am not gonna blame a particular individual for this because I mean, it's the education's fault. I'm totally gonna put it there because they should really, really, really teach kids from the very young age what LGBTQI is because you can't hide it. It's something that's not a phase for someone. It's their whole life, and you can't get them treated like this. So it's really shameful that the education system still hasn't put it there. But I hope this is gonna be, and this can be a really big change.
Like in recent days, situation is becoming better. Like there is Moving on, Chirag, I have a question, another question for you. Like as you
Of
told, there
course.
is a need of acceptance and recognition, right? So nowadays, when
Yeah.
we move on to social media, right, like today's event itself, there is a lot of acceptance and recognition nowadays regarding this community than ever before among the youth, right? But
Yeah.
when we turn into reality, the situation, the scenario is completely different. Like the same level of outrage is missing somewhere. What are your thoughts on this?
Exactly. I'm sorry. Can you please repeat? I couldn't hear. There was a lot of noise outside my balcony.
Okay, so should I?
Yeah.
I'm repeating.
Yeah.
Like
Sorry.
nowadays, there is acceptance and recognition for this community than ever
Yeah. Yeah.
before among the
Yeah.
youth, right? But
Yeah.
when we turn our faces into reality on the real ground level thing, the same level of outrage is missing somewhere. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, to be honest, we know when it comes to anything, social media has changed a lot in our society because, to be honest, we can be honest with each other. As teenagers, we really come up with facts, we really come up with the news going around just because of social media. I actually follow a few news pages and I just put them on and I read all of it. And to be honest, social media is a great way to create awareness, and it has actually made me learn so much about the LGBTQI community. I didn't know it, and like I was not familiar with a lot of things, and it has actually changed a lot of me, I would say. And social media is definitely a way we can actually educate our especially our young generation, because as we all know, we all use social media, and yeah, definitely people show a lot of support on social media. I'm really grateful for that because community is finally getting some acceptance from this younger age. Kudos to that. But that is one of those things. I would really like to acknowledge the fact that change just doesn't happen when you put your Instagram stories about it, when you post about it, when you just talk about it in a live video session. It will happen when you will start scolding your friends when they are using some abusive slurs for the community. It will happen when you'll teach your parents, your family members about it. It will happen when you will start creating awareness in real life. Like, okay, you have 400 followers, but you come across 4,000 of people every day. I mean, you can't create a whole level of awareness just from your social media. So you have to start this. If your friend is using a gay slur that is not that is abusive for the community, that is abusive for the gay audience, you should actually say this. This is not cool because people actually think racist comments, misogynist comments, homophobic comments are cool. No, they are not a good sense of humor. People really has to come up with the things that are actually creating awareness about the society, because these are little things. I know you're joking around, these are little things, but they make a huge difference. And due
Yeah.
to these little things, people in our society are so unaware of the fact, and they just have this internal homophobia in them. They just it just happens, the internalized homophobia is so deep in their roots that they can't even get it out. So yeah, social media can be a great platform for change, but we have to put it there in our real lives too.
Okay, so we can conclude like things are changing, but it will take time,
Yeah,
right?
it will definitely take time.
Okay, so moving next, I would like to ask you, Chirag, like people generally don't know even the difference between few pronouns of this community, like gay, transgender, homosexual. People think all these are same. According to you, what is the importance of using correct pronoun for someone belonging to this community?
Yeah, that's a great question, Sonu. And pronouns are basically identification of a person. I mean, you must have seen somehow in our lives that when we address a guy, straight guy, as sometimes we call him as she, or maybe like it happens, oh, they were like so offended. Oh, did you just call me a she? Did you just address me with a her? They just get so offended and they don't get this thing how they treat people from the community like this, and they expect us to just go on with it. No, it doesn't go like that. If a transgender woman prefers her pronouns as she and her, then you have to address as she and her. You can't just address he or him or they or so particular pronouns are identification of a particular person. So if you have any specific pronouns, you just tell people your pronouns, or you can simply ask someone their pronouns. You can ask, can you please tell me what your pronouns are, and then you will address accordingly. So it's a really good habit, and it's one of the changes we need in our society, and it's very important for
Okay.
a queer person. Yeah.
So, like a solution could be like, as a youth, we are living in a society where this
Yeah,
community exists.
yeah,
So we should at least have some basic knowledge about this community as
exactly,
well, right?
exactly. It's nothing to be
Okay.
ashamed of. Just ask a person their pronouns.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Chirag, next thing. Sometimes what happens, like a person wants to help someone, like make him or her approachable towards such person, but they hesitate somehow or due to societal pressure or somehow. Like, so how can we make ourselves more approachable towards person who belong to this community?
Yeah. So when it comes to approachable, when I was in the closet, my friends actually made it so easy for me to come out. I would say, I mean, when you are in a group and you're discussing things, don't just leave the community out. Whenever the gay thing comes on or something like from the community comes on, you just ignore the subject. No, you should acknowledge the subject. I mean, changes are happening, but they will happen when we will actually start putting them in our real lives. Just like this example, when you will start talking about the community in your little friend groups and your family, people will feel more safe, approaching you. Like when we are doing this live session, actually, one guy, the last time I did a live session, one guy actually confessed to me in my DMs, and I was so happy that I gave him the safe spot, the safe a place where he felt like he belonged, and it's the fact. Maybe you can, if you have them on your social media, maybe post something related to the queer community to spread positiveness. Like you can give them little signs, these are the little things that can make them feel safe around you. So that's the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay, like we have to create a sort of comfort zone around
exactly.
them.
A comfort zone, a good environment for them to feel safe.
Okay. Okay. So moving on. Like what kinds of things a person who is either lesbian or gay or transgender, right? So go through when coming up, when they come out being this
Yeah.
belonging to this community, how they feel.
Yeah. As I said, I had a pretty supportive group of friends, but it just doesn't happen when coming out is a really, really, really tough process. It takes a lot of things. It doesn't only take people around you, it takes you to come out. And when you come out, you have to prepare yourself to accept you. The first step of coming out is accepting yourself. When you don't accept yourself for who you are, you can't come out. When you live in a dilemma that I am not this person, you're faking the whole thing and you're just pretending like you're not, then the thing happens and you can't get the confidence to come out. You can't have that power and you can't feel safe in your own body, in your own self. So, creating an atmosphere around you is one thing, and creating a comfort zone in yourself is one different thing. So coming out is a really, really, really hard process. It takes people 30 years, or it takes some 15 years. It doesn't matter, but coming out, first thing, you should always surround yourself with people who you think you are safe with, because hate crime with the community is so much. In the recent news, we heard that a guy was killed in Israel just because he was gay by his own cousins. So that's one of these
Yeah.
examples. You should feel safe around those people first.
So we have to prepare our society, right?
Exactly.
Because our society is not yet prepared to talk about these issues in public
No,
way.
not at all.
Okay. So Chirag, one more thing I want to ask. Like sometimes we get to know, like either it may be our assumption or it may be
Yeah.
real due to some hint. We get to know that someone belongs to this community, right? But he or she, they never have told us that they belong. Either they don't know themselves. How can we support them? Like if we feel someone belongs to this community, but he's unable to identify,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
how can we support
I
him?
mean, to be honest, I have come up with this thing a lot, and I just have seen things that can be surprising for you. First of all, don't go and shout at him, her, or they that I know you belong to the community. No, it's not the way. If they don't, the first thing I told you that if they don't feel empowered or they don't feel comfortable in their own selves and you just start approaching them in a maybe in a wrong way, maybe your assumption is wrong, it's not healthy for them and it's not healthy for your relationship with them, of course, and it can affect them on a lot of ways. So the first thing is, as I said, drop little hints. Drop things that you support the community. Drop hints that it's safe with you for them to come out. You just create the safe environment. And if they feel safe and if they are from the community, they will definitely take a step.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like we don't have to directly hit upon their issue. We have
exactly,
to create an
exactly.
environment
Yeah,
so
don't
that they can come.
confront them like this. Yeah, just take it
Okay,
slowly.
okay, that's really a great
Yeah.
approach. Okay, so Chirag, one question I guess many people are asking in the comment section as well, and I have for you. Many times, some top level officials, some leader, politician make some really undesirable and illogical comments on this community, like youth who is accepting and recognizing this community, but when they hear some remarks from top level officials, they get diverted. So, how to treat such issues?
Well,
Like
so
our
you when
leaders,
yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, when you have power, you attract a great number of audience. It's one of the truths. So, when a person from a higher power, a superior person speaks something like this, of course, people are going to get in the way. Of course, people are going to follow him, whether it's wrong or right. They always have an audience. But the thing is, when first of all, they are not educated and they are making such comments that the community should be demolished or it's not anything that should be existing in this world. It's not. And when they come for religious things, I just go back at them. Like, I don't know, like, they have such slurs in the Christianity, and like, I'm not, pointing out at any particular religion, but like, almost every religion has this little homophobic side of theirs. And I think that we should remove those things because they were these stereotypes that used to exist in the past, and we are living in 21st century. Like, people should actually believe in this, and they should be thinking more forward, more with open-mindedness. And this is just taking the society backwards. And when a person from power says something like this, they are just, you know, and especially politicians, all of this is for vote bank because they want to attract the audience that actually want to listen to that, because people in our society, especially the people from older age or the people who are from our parents' age, they really want to hear that because they don't believe in the community yet. And I know it's a very new thing. They never heard about such thing in their life. So it can be really hard for them. They're not properly educated. But it's our job again to educate them. I mean, it is a big hurdle. But yeah, slowly and slowly.
okay. So as you said, it's a big hurdle. Like we have to work
Yeah,
on many levels.
exactly.
Okay. Uh, Sometimes what happens, like people wanna support this community, but they feel don't know why, but they feel ashamed supporting this community in public, or hesitant of their own sexuality. So how can we support this community without our own sexual orientation becoming an issue?
So if you don't belong to the community, we have a word for you. It's an ally. You call yourself an
Alive.
ally if you are not from the community, and if you're an ally, it's just that you are supporting us and you believe in our lives and you believe in our rights. That's it. You can just call yourself
Okay.
an ally. Yeah.
So I believe there is more and more to learn about this community as
There's
well.
a
Like
lot. I don't even know
there's a
half of
lot,
it.
right?
Yeah,
Like many times there are moments, there are campaigns which people misunderstood with some words. It's like
exactly.
same. It's a vast.
Yeah.
Okay. So Chirag, people might have behaved or treated you in an otherwise manner. It may or may not be. Have you ever felt so? Like, if yes, how you dealt with the situation? Would you like to share with us?
Well, yeah, of course. It's a very sensitive thing for me to talk about, but I mean, people should know what things people from community go on a like daily basis. First of all, if you're out, the world can be really, really, really cruel to you. And I mean, you're going to get a lot of love from your friends and all, and the allies for our community, but you can get a lot of hate, which can be so, so, so disturbing. People actually come in your comments and they tell you to die, they tell you to commit a suicide, they tell you you're going to hell. But please listen to me, those are just words, and you have stronger walls. They can't put you down. If you came out, you are so much stronger, from them. I mean, people are always trying to drag you down. You just have to believe in yourself. I have come up with I actually faced such demolishing things, such things in my college life that I don't even want to talk about. I mean, there was physical, there was a lot of mental stress, there was sexual assault happened, and it was just a lot. A guy just came up to me and started like ripping up my cloth, and I was so disturbed by this that my friends were there. A whole scene just created in the amphitheater, and the whole public was watching, and it's so disturbing on so many levels when you think about that again. And I mean, there's a lot of hate in this world. A lot of hate. You just have to find ways to overcome that and not let that, get in your head. I mean, just try to be powerful because I know you all are. We all are very powerful. We just don't know where strength hides when it comes to such things. We can find us in a very alone corner, we can find us in a lonely patch, but we just have to deal with this. There's no particular thing I can tell you, which you can just, there's no mantra that you can chant and just things will go puff, and no, it doesn't. That's the real world. It sucks, but what to do? You just have to live with it. You just have to live with the haters as much as you're going with the lovers. So, there are both of the sides to the coin. You just gotta face it.
Okay, it's like just when you have appreciation, then you have hate as well. You
Exactly,
only have to
exactly.
you only have to
Yeah,
stick to your identity, right?
exactly.
Okay, so
Just,
Chirag, one personal question. It not might be
of
personal,
course,
but it
yeah.
is. Like it ever happened with you? Like I feel sometimes like if someone is talking something wrong about this community, like he's misinformed or either misguided.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you even thought in your mind that I should explain, I should tell him about the correct thing? Then you would like just leave it, no importance, no benefit of explaining, something
Okay,
like that.
I mean, yeah, yeah, of course it happens. You get frustrated at a point, because you don't want to explain this whole thing to one person, and then in like 5 minutes, one other comment is going to pop up on your account, and you're like, is it worth explaining this? Because let me tell you something. When there's a misinformed person or when there's a curious person, you will know that someone is trying to learn about the community or they are really curious. And when the hate is just all over you and they just come up with those cannons, and you just know that they're not gonna, they won't have any effect on it. They won't even try to learn about it. They're just, and they have such homophobia in them. They have just stuck up on this hate that they don't even wanna consider your opinion. So just let it go. To be honest, I'm being honest. Just let
Okay,
it
so
go.
like
Yeah,
we
not
can
worth your time.
identify.
Yeah,
We
we
can
can.
differentiate between a
Yeah.
curious person and a misinformed person, right? And
Hmm.
there is a
Yeah,
benefit of explaining the things to a curious person.
exactly.
Okay,
With few people, yeah.
okay. So moving next, like if we summarize our session till now and we come to a point, there is a thing that our society is not ready to talk about this issue. And
Exactly.
like biggest problem, the majority part of the problem is our society, right? And because our society consider this a sensitive issue that they are not ready to talk about at all.
Yeah.
Right. So how can we, like, things are changing for sure. It will take time, but how can we make this bit rapid, like our society to be ready, people talking about this publicly, youth to be more aware.
I mean, Sonu, good things always take time, as we all know. It always does. And our society has been in the dark for so long that it's at least going to take half of the time, because I mean, I am so glad that people like us, people of our younger generation, are very, very, very educated about this. And there are a lot of people who are older but still very supportive. I really appreciate it. When I see parents coming with their kids to the Pride Parade, it's the most joyful thing one can see. When they are supporting the diversity, when they're supporting the whole colors, it's amazing. But yeah, on our level, we can, the first thing is education, second is social media, third is your inner circle. You can just create awareness on your own level. And I think there are a lot of creators who are doing this. Like, we have so many social media creators who create content which really inspire us, the people from the community. And as you know, like, film industry is kind of doing it. Like Ayushman Khurrana did. That movie is amazing, and I think it kicked a lot of heads in the way. So,
Uh,
yeah,
so we have to hit at that point where youth is more active, right?
yeah, very.
Okay, so collectively we can definitely come up
Of
with this.
course, unity is just everything. We can do anything.
Uh, Chirag, day before yesterday, I was watching an interview where a person belonging to this community made a remark that people remember them when there comes up such events like this Pride Month,
Yeah,
right? People, or there is some college project or some particular thing that they have to do. Rest
yeah,
of the time, they don't even think about this community. So,
exactly.
what are
Yeah.
your views on
I mean, it's old marketing. It's when Nykaa is putting a Pride DP all over their social media pages. Every single company is doing this just for the month June. I mean, to be honest, I don't believe in this Pride month. I mean, why do we need just 1 month to be ourselves? Why do we just need 1 month to create awareness? Why can't we just do this the whole year? Why can't we just make it happen in on a daily basis? It's so frustrating sometimes that people just think of it as 1 month to celebrate Pride when our whole lives depend on it. So I just want to say, please don't be a narcissist. Please don't be such a selfish person that you are only considering Pride only in the Pride month, like June. Okay, here we go. We are putting rainbow DPs and we are creating hashtags and not doing anything about it. Like, we are facing hate crime all of the time. The criminals are not coming only in the June month. So please be more sensitive.
Okay, yeah, we have to treat the issue like a flow concept. We have
Yeah,
to keep it in our minds. We have to keep it ongoing throughout the year, throughout the time, right?
yeah.
Okay. So concluding the session, Chirag, uh, is there any suggestion or advice you want to give to our audience? Like, how can they identify their sexual orientation? And when they identify, how can they easily come out?
Yeah, so the thing is, I would like to conclude that that's the only thing I've been even talking about. Like, please educate people around you. This is one of the most important things. No, I don't want it. Sorry, my sister was disturbing me. So, the most important thing is to educate people around you, is to just make people feel safe around you. If you create an environment which is very cozy and very comfortable for people from the community around you, it's amazing. Just don't feel us left out. Just don't feel make us feel anything different from you. Just don't treat us differently from you. Like, I have actually faced this when I was sitting with a few guys, and I just came down for the conversation, and they like stopped talking. I was like, okay, what just happened? Like, please
Really?
don't do this. This is so frustrating. Like, I mean, you don't, no. They are very supportive, but they feel like they have to walk on eggshells when they're with me, you know? Like, if we say something wrong, if we say something like that might offend me, I mean, when the only thing is, if you are trying to make change, if you are really trying to make something, worth sharing, if you are trying to make this world better, please don't be afraid of anything. You can simply ask me if it's offending me or if it's, offending the community. I will tell you, I'll be honest. So just make queer people not feel different from you. Just make them feel like they are just people like you. Because we are people.
So basically, we can easily say like we don't have to sort of upgrade ourselves from
Yeah,
community talking with such people. We just have to directly go to them, ask like how these things go up, what is this all about, and they will
exactly.
really tell us surely,
Exactly.
and they will also see.
Sure.
And this is, I guess, best way how can we support the community.
Exactly.
Okay. So thank you very much, Chirag. Let's
Thank you
conclude this
so
session.
much.
Thank
And,
you
and
for.
and just one more thing. I read all the comments and thank you so much for your love. I can't address them separately, but they're amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. It was an
Okay.
amazing live session, Sonu. Thank you for
Thank you,
having me.
Chirag, for joining us today. Like it's
Of course.
really a matter of great courage to come up and speak and
Thank
inspire a
you.
lot of youth
Thank
on
you.
such a
Thank you.
live platform. And thanks to all our audience for joining us today. I hope you all must have learned something great. You got have some valuable insights from the experience of our guest, Chirag.
Thank
Okay,
you
so thank
so
you,
much for
everyone.
the comments. Thank you,
Okay,
Sonu. Thank you. All right.
okay. Have a great day, everyone. I
You too,
I
everyone.
conclude this session. Thank you.